Sonic Frontiers, the next mainline Sonic game. The game that's going to revolutionize and redefine the next 10 years of Sonic the Hedgehog games. Essentially, 2022's Sonic Adventure. Contrary to what some of you may believe from my previous video on Frontiers, I'm actually pretty excited for Sonic Frontiers. I mean, as an early 2000s Sonic fan, how could I not be? The tone of the era that I've been missing for years is finally returning. To put it into perspective, the Sonic that I was exposed to ended with Black Knight in 2009 when I was still only 5 years old. I went from games like 06 and Unleashed to games like Colors and Generations. Not to say that the games themselves are bad, the stories are just dog shit. Stories that lack the ambition and the cool factor that gave modern Sonic its unique identity. They made Sonic just another very kiddie series like Mario, when before they would tell stories about a 12-year-old being shot. We went from this
Maria
to this.
That was cool. Pun entirely intended.
Boy, if you don't get.
But with Sonic Frontiers, it seems like that's all about to change. Sonic Team fired the old writers Pontac and Graf, and hired Ian Flynn, a very reputable, holy shit, oh my god, I said it, a very reputable name within the fan base. Ian has done numerous work for the Sonic series. He was the head writer for the Archie comics, wrote a Sonic Boom episode or two, and was the previous head writer for the ongoing Sonic IDW comic. Yeah, this guy knows his Sonic, much different from good old PNG. The opening and ending themes are also very reminiscent of the music of that early 2000s era. Specifically, it reminds me a lot of Black Knight's vocal themes. Something else Frontiers has that I've wanted for a while is a skill tree. I love skill trees in action games. One of my favorite skill trees in general was the weapon skill trees in Ratchet & Clank PS4. It was so much fun just slowly making the weapons more and more broken over time. I always wanted something like that for a Sonic game. Well, not so much a Sonic game, but rather a Sonic spin-off game. Always thought Shadow would be a smart choice for a more combat-focused Sonic spin-off, and would give him a chance to show off his chaos abilities, the skills that differentiate him from Sonic the most. With Frontiers changing the direction of the series to include this focus on combat, it makes even more sense to put Shadow into this style. In Sonic 06, Shadow's story was more combat heavy, and I think it could be taken a step further. The skill tree could allow you to learn more chaos abilities to use in battle, along with upgrading weapons to their fullest potential, much like Ratchet & Clank. But I want the combat to be taken even further than what is presented in Frontiers. Imagine this, a DMC-like Shadow the Hedgehog game. Does that not sound like some of the rawest shit you've ever heard? Also, maybe make the rings and health system a bit different so it isn't as easy as it seems to be in Frontiers. It's not bad or anything. I just think a Shadow game should be a lot more challenging than a Sonic game. After all, Sonic's current goal is to be accessible to as many people as possible, and that includes making the combat pretty easily accessible. In its Shadow spin-off, however, they had the liberty to make the game a lot harder and build a separate audience from the main series. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to hear more of what I want out of a new Shadow game, check out the video in the top right. Also, like and subscribe because I'm a very small, growing boy. Anyways, this has been Bingo. Stay on Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'll see you on the highway. Peace, and have a good one.